Hello everybody, my name is David Slade and welcome to our website, Family Tree Care. We are arborists, my partner Bill and I, and also Chris Harold who works for us, are all licensed arborists with the state of Connecticut, and this here is a gigantic red oak tree in Guilford, Connecticut that we've been contracted to remove. Unfortunately, it's a beautiful tree, it's in good health. This is the homeowner, however, Charlotte, and she has been living in Guilford all of her life. And this is her home, and she lives here, and she's afraid of this tree. She's been putting this project off for quite a while, and is very concerned about the tree and really does not feel safe with the tree. She is a real character. She's telling me a bit about her life. Just meeting her for the first time, having contact with her son-in-law.
Yes, thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that.
This is now a safety and job briefing. We're going to get together before we take this tree down and discuss how we're going to do it and go over obstacles and hazards. We've all got our safety gear on there. You can see all wearing helmets. We all have eye protection. Bill's wearing chaps to cut on the ground with. And we're going to go over our plan, a very important part of our safety regimen. We're an accredited tree care company with the Tree Care Industry Association. It's a rigorous process of evaluating our company, and safety is a big part. Here I'm going up in the bucket. I'm beginning to remove some of the lower, smaller branches that will be in the way when we're rigging out the bigger part of this tree, which is mainly over the house. A little two-story cape. I'm just cutting and handling some of these branches, throwing them down into the open space. So I'm going to just cut and throw out into the open. And there are the guys picking up the brush, we're moving the truck a bit forward so it's not in my way. Chipping up the brush with our big BC 1800 Vermeer wood chipper. Thing is a beast. Spewing chips. Here I'm cutting out some wood. Again, these are the smaller branches. Removal, interestingly enough, you start removing branches from the bottom to clear a path if possible, so that things don't bounce or deflect on the way down and either hit the wires. You can see the wires there. This is Bill sharpening the chainsaw. Bill's a master at sharpening. Still trying to teach me how to do it. I'm so hit or miss. And that's the rakers. He's filing down the rakers, an important part of keeping the chain cutting. I believe this is Bill. You can see the chaps there. Very important safety equipment. Be cutting with on the ground. Chainsaw resistant pants that if you happen, a large percentage of chainsaw cuts are to the legs and the feet. See him cutting up through to keep the saw sharp. We're on to rigging and lowering now. There's the block. You can see I've got the block set up there and the rope is through there. There is a lowering device. It's a friction device that we use to lower the pieces out. If we just held the rope and they were too heavy, they would pull the person up into the tree. So that device helps create friction, which allows larger pieces to be lowered out. I'm tying the rope off about mid-branch in this branch, and I'm gonna box it out, I think, or oh, maybe that was just a jump cut. You can see the block in the background there. It's my beautiful wife Gigi putting on a saddle. She's gonna come up and do some videographing from the bucket. She's been an instrumental part of our company from the beginning. She's got a great eye for design. She's been instrumental in designing our marketing materials as well as a lot of back office work. And if you call our office, you'll talk to a woman named Dale who is working in our office. There you see the canopy of the tree. This is a good view of what it looks like from up in the tree. It's hard to understand never having been up in the tree, what it's like to remove a big tree like this. And there I am, I'm resetting the block. We've changed the location of the block to another location to make it a bit more effective in lowering pieces down. I'm going to tie off a big piece here.
Ready?
There's a lot of skill involved in this, in understanding how wood works, how to cut wood, how to set a block, and the ground man is vital. Bill's a master at this. We've been doing this together for a long time. Boxing out the limb. Check with him. Communication again is a big part. Now I'll cut the limb, he's ready to go. We'll cut the limb and we'll see it swing away and down, and oh boy, that's an exciting feeling when you're up there in a bucket and you can't move. And I mean, you can move the bucket some, but you're kind of stuck there, and you're cutting out a big piece that is going to swing on that rope. It's an exhilarating thing to remove a tree like this. Setting another line. It is also, there are some mixed emotions here as well. This is a beautiful oak tree. We strongly believe in tree preservation, and especially we love larger trees like this.
No, I was going to stick with this.
We have to try and balance the needs of our environment with the needs of individual people. She's left this tree, like I said, here a long time, and I'm glad that she has, and it's sad that she's taking it down now, and hopefully it will serve her well to do that. There, now I'm going to lower out a big piece of wood. The wood moves differently than the branch. You'll see it swings more, it's harder to lower. If it's lowered incorrectly, it can swing back and smash into a house or a window, or the person in the bucket, or the truck itself is often a challenge in doing a removal from a bucket. There's a good view. So balancing the needs of trees and people is a big topic that I'd love to talk about, and I urge people to consider. As we see another big branch swung beautifully over the house and into a safe zone. Between the house and there's a little dogwood tree behind the bucket you can see there, and as well as a Norway maple to the left of Bill there who's on the rope. I think that's Nick limbing up the brush. It's a real team effort here. 4 guys all working together. Smoothly and efficiently. That's Neil there, dragging brush over the chipper. Neil has just this winter, this film is actually from the winter '06, and this winter '07, or the fall, Neil completed an arborist course in the University, the Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, New Haven. There's Bill tightening up the rope, getting ready to lower another piece. Vital part of any large removal like this is a lot of the responsibilities on him now. I'm clearing out of the way, I'll do no cutting, and he really has the pressure. You can see him lower that right into that hole there, swing it out and lower it in beautifully. It's a great skill. And cleanup, of course. We take cleanup seriously, as I'm sure folks watching do. They want to have a nice yard. They don't want to be left with a mess. We will be leaving this wood here on this job. We do sell firewood. If people are interested in purchasing firewood, they can purchase it from us. And there I'm taking a couple limbs that I broke, and that limb there was an extra dead limb in that tree that I took while I was there. You know, it's no big deal for us to do that little bit of extra work to try and give people value. It's a good look at the wood. Somebody down the street is going to take that. We're leaving it cut up for them to come and remove. Felling the pole. This is a big tree trunk. This is an exciting process. I'm cutting out the box, what we call the box cut here, and that is going to determine the direction that the tree is going to fall. I've left a rope up there to pull it over. There's the pie, smiley face, and that, where as that folds together, that will determine where the tree falls. Which is kind of a tricky shot here. I want to miss the driveway, and there's a Norway maple. I want to miss that tree as well. That's a bowler on a bite, a knot that we can put a lot of tension on and still be able to untie. And we're going to use the truck to save a bit of energy from the guys pulling on a rope. A big tree like this. A very small amount of wood, as we'll see after I drop this, can hold it tightly, so the rope is a bit of insurance. It's a dangerous thing to do because a truck can easily snap that rope if people aren't attentive or put too much pressure on it, or that could be disastrous if that rope were to snap with a lot of tension and could break that tree off backwards on laying around the house. So we cut it most of the way through and then gently pull it over and boom. And there's the hinge, the wood that was left holding. And in comes the stump grinder. This is an extra process, costs a bit more money. It's not something that needs to be done right away. Still maintaining the equipment, very important to take care of our tools. We invest a lot in our tools, and they are all depreciating assets, and the better we can take care of them, the better for our business. As I was saying, stumps can be left, they can be ground at a later time. Oh, and there's a green bracelet you can see Bill too. I want to comment on. It's a safety bracelet. It says until we're all safe on that bracelet, which is a reminder to Bill and to all of us to be aware. Some carbide teeth on that. We saw Bill changing, and that wheel is now spinning, and he's got a remote control there, and he's going to move this machine back and forth over that stump and grind it down below the grade. It's a nice thing to have done. You don't have to have a stump sitting there rotting. A lot of times people want us to leave stumps to put flower pots on and stuff. It's a nice idea, and a couple of years later it's a rotting stump, and it's not really so nice. So if you have the wherewithal, I do recommend grinding out the stumps. Come to the end of our video. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm really excited. Thank you to Al DiMarzio for filming and producing this video, and all the guys, of course. And I look forward to doing some more of these. It's good fun to be able to show and share with people what we do and talk a bit about it. And off we go, drive off into the sunset.